UT Martin head coach Jason Simpson. Skyhawks 3-1 now, 3-0 against the FCS after a come from behind win at North Alabama. They're number 22 now on the Stats Perform poll. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team and the win, and we'll go to some questions.
Okay, good. Yeah, good to go on the road and get a win. Down 21-10 at halftime. North Alabama played well the first half, and we had a good first drive, and then turned the ball over in short field and roughed the kicker, and they get it in and kind of sputtered a little bit. So, like I said, wasn't real clean first half. We can play better than that, but really pleased with the growth of coming out at halftime. I guess we, 27-0 in the second half to take the lead. It's good. Like I said, good non-conference schedule to win a couple games and, learn some things about ourselves, what we do good, what we need to improve on. And so proud of the kids, and they play hard and compete every week. And so now we move to conference schedule against a very good Tennessee State team.
I want to ask you about TSU in just a minute, but you've had a game against Missouri State where you got up, they came back, a game against Houston Christian where you kind of led the whole game, in this game where you came from behind. So you've done a little bit of everything. Just kind of talk about that, your team adapting to the situation as needed.
No, you're right. I mean, as a coach, you're always looking at, how are we maturing? What situations have we not handled well? What situations have we handled well? And we've been in 3 different scenarios of games in these last 3 weeks. So the kids have handled well. We've got a lot of maturity on this football team. There's certainly some things that we can continue to do better, but you're right. We've won 3 in a row in all different fashions, and we hope we can learn from those experiences, and they'll benefit us as we go forward.
And we've talked about Sam Franklin before, but he did it again. He's the only NCAA player with 2 200-yard rushing games this year. So it seems he makes the big plays when you need him to.
He's a good player. And like I talked about, he's worked really hard in soft season, and his attention to detail and the maturity is coming to where, we realize some runs are just some dirty runs, and, get back to the line of scrimmage, trust your tracks, having good eyes, and there's more to play in the position than just running. And good player, had a big game. Obviously some good blocks for him, and but he's really coming into his own.
What about defensively as far as depth? Like if you look at you have people you have been around, Chris Hunter was the defensive player of the week this week. Just that kind of everybody contributing is what it looks like on paper.
No, it is. Dotson probably gets most of the notoriety on defense, but that defensive line we've got some depth. We got some guys that probably should be playing some more to keep us fresher. Played a lot of tempo this past week. North Alabama did, so wasn't able to get the substitutions in there like I would like. But no, it is. It's kind of a defense by committee, and seems to be a different guy every week. Real proud of Chris Hunter. Technically he's not listed as a starter, and to go and play well and to be player of the week, that's something I'm real proud of for him. And we're thin at some positions, okay, at the linebacker position, at the safety position, and we're like anybody else. We're you hope you stay healthy and can keep muddying through some of these games.
Well, let's talk about your opponent then with TSU. Obviously, familiarity first with the Sergeant York Trophy games. They've had a week off to prepare for this game. So just some more in-depth thoughts about the matchup.
No, you're right. I mean, that's not how you would draw it up as far as, coming off a week off. I don't know if you did the scheduling or not, but that's all right. But that's, ours is coming in a few weeks. But what I see on tape is I see a disciplined defense, a good schemes. Don't give up a whole lot of big plays. They're where they're supposed to be, and they got good players, and they're coached well. Offensively, watching the tape again this morning, both quarterbacks make plays. They got good receivers. The quarterbacks keep the plays alive. They're dangerous when they run it, the scramble around, and can make, if you're not where you're supposed to be, they'll run or they'll make a play down the field. So be a good contest. Luckily we're here at home, so hopefully we can, play well and continue to compete.
How have you seen, this is Coach George's third year, how have you seen them change, like as his personnel's changed over his first couple of years?
Well, I don't know if I have a great answer to that. Obviously, like anybody, when you're in your third year, there's the, it's your program now and stuff. And, just like coach only looks at us once a year, we only look at him once a year over a week. So, don't necessarily know a whole lot, but, I see a football team that will have to play very well to have an opportunity. And, when you turn the tape on, the competition keeps getting tougher and tougher for us week in and week out.
And I just specifically wanted to ask about the Sergeant York Trophy because I know it's there in West Tennessee and it likes to be there, but you've been around for a while. Just what that means, putting a trophy on something that would, against opponents you already play, and how that benefits you.
No, we're still proud of that. That trophy is still sitting right out here in the lobby, and I'm glad it still continues. I know our players take a lot of pride in it. Representing the state of Tennessee and in the the three of us competing. So that's a goal, to keep that trophy on the way to some other goals, team goals that we have.
Well, that's all I got for you, Coach. Thanks for your time this morning. Best of luck Saturday. We'll talk to you again next week.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you all.
Thanks.